Hello, and welcome back to the Collegian Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm David O'Brien.
And I'm Kylie McVeagh. Welcome back to the pod.
Today's guest is another one of my housemates, Mr. Jorden McVeagh.
How's it going? Love this guy.
Thanks, man.
Happy to be here, Dave.
Love you too, dude. So, Jorden, tell us about yourself. What's your major? What's your year? What are your extracurricular activities?
I'm a junior finance and marketing major, and I have no extracurricular activities. I just sit around and do nothing.
So you're a marketing major?
Yes.
Have you taken any classes on sales?
A couple.
Sell me this pen.
There. You need a pen?
I do.
There's your pen.
Oh, perfect. Wow. This is the future of American business right here. The next Bill Gates himself.
Did you know that's what the pen was for?
What?
I said I should have known that's what the pen was for.
Hey, man, gotta prepare for the show somehow.
Fair enough.
So, did you do any extracurriculars in the past?
Yeah, I played polo my freshman and sophomore year, and then they cut us.
Ooh.
But
Were you a defensive or an offensive player?
you should know, Dave. You're on the team.
So, to inform the viewers, we have a running joke on campus, even though it's not really a joke because it's completely true and totally not a lie in any way, shape, or form, that I was the star defensive player of the men's water polo team. This has never come up at any point, at any parties, especially related to the women's lacrosse team, at all. So anyway, what was your position in water polo?
I played everywhere. You don't play one spot.
Oh, you don't even have a position?
No, you can play anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I played on the perimeter, but I mean, you would know that.
I would, yeah. As an expert water polo sports analyst, I would be aware of that.
I thought you were on the team. How would you be an analyst if you're on the team?
Well, they cut me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, gotcha.
When
What if
did
they
you
cut you in-
start playing water polo?
I started in 8th grade. I was a swimmer, and I played lacrosse, but that's irrelevant. But I was a swimmer. I started swimming when I was 5, and then when I got to 8th grade, a lot of my friends from the swim team told me that water polo was really fun and that I should try it out. And I tried it out, and I really enjoyed it. And then I continued through high school and got decent enough that I could play here. And then, yeah, water polo's a hard sport to get into. It's not like football or...
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I feel like in my life, I knew, there were water polo teams, but, there wasn't a team at my school, and, it was very, seemed aggressive and, I don't know, difficult to, get into. You don't play water polo in gym class.
No. No, you don't. At my high school, you do. It's kind of weird, but...
If I had to play water polo in gym class, I would drown.
It's like a really dulled down version. It's like you get, floaties and everything.
You wear floaties? Did you ever do that when you were actually flying?
No.
Well,
sorry, go ahead. No?
I was going to say, well, you enough. You're still a coach, right? You coach water polo,
Not
at the
polo.
school, but when you're home.
I mean, sometimes if they ask me to help out, I do. But I coach swimming still.
Okay.
But when they ask me to help out for polo, I do what I can. But yeah, swim coach. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah. How are you doing, Dave? Haven't seen you that much today. How's your day?
I haven't seen you a lot either. I had a pretty good day. I, had a few classes, modern Middle East, interesting stuff. Learned about the Ottoman Empire, and then, took my class in the Old Testament. Gotta learn about the good book. Yeah, the GOAT class, and then I got some BnG, which as per usual, could have been better, could have been worse.
Could have ended up in Squid Game.
Could have ended up in Squid Game, but hey, I'm lucky to be here. As an empath, I can tell that you're happy I'm here. So, yeah, exactly.
But
how was your day?
Not too bad. Mondays are my long days.
Really? What do you have?
8 a.m. Biz 205, business analytics, and then risk management at 9:30, and then financial service industries at 12:30.
So if I punched you in the face, what would the risk analytics be of me just getting completely bodied in this living room right now?
100%. It's about as certain as it can be.
Oh, well, fair enough, folks. You heard it here first. If I punched Jorden McVeagh in the face, he would body me in the living room. There's a 100% chance. So are you planning to be an actuary? Because that sounds like some pretty good actuarial sciences right there.
Sure. You want to try it?
No, I'm saying the insurance risk. You just gave me a quote.
No. Change the topic.
Okay. Well, that's that.
So, Jorden,
Yeah.
you were here at LaSalle University pre-pandemic and post-pandemic.
Yeah.
Do you want to compare the two?
Sure. I think pre-pandemic, there's positives that came from COVID in my opinion, and there's some negatives. Maybe not negatives, but it's still kind of pre was more fun just because you didn't have to worry about obviously COVID and having to wear masks around campus and everything, I thought the overall learning experience was not better, but it was easier. I'm not having to deal with like online classes and virtual office hours and all that stuff. But I will say the one thing, the food was some of the worst food I've ever had in my life.
Before COVID?
Before, like, honestly, it was like, you couldn't eat it.
So this is interesting to me, and I brought this up in the past when you say stuff like this, because especially Kylie and I talked a lot about how the food is pretty subpar.
Now,
yeah. I
just
mean,
imagine what it was like before.
That's what I wanted to ask. What was the worst meal you ever had at LaSalle University?
They made like some shrimp scampi one time.
that sounds awful.
I know three people that had threw up. That's like the worst. That's like the worst.
That sounds brutal. That sounds
pretty
so
bad.
terrible.
But no, I think that's why I say like when we go there now, I think it's a lot more enjoyable. Just because I feel like the quality of food's better. Their variety's a lot different. Like because before, like if you went in there for lunch, it was like the same thing every single day. Like pizza, they had chicken out, rice, fries. It was like.
That's like what it is now, though.
Yeah, but it was like worse.
My beef with dining hall, and yeah, like you know this, it's like they never make like a normal meal. Like that one station we always go to, that guy's cool. Mm-hmm. Everywhere else, it's like, hey, do you want like chili over pasta? And it's like just make one or the other.
It's overcomplicated and like too many things together.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but that's one of the things that I think makes it better because like before I kid you not, it would be like plain like dried piece of like chicken or whatever, pick a protein, plain rice and some vegetable that was
like I prefer that though because then I would know what I'm getting into. Like I don't have to deal with like, oh yeah, here's like gravy over like a biscuit on top of like beef Wellington with the chicken inside instead. You're just staring at it like I don't even know what this is. I actually described something that sounds kind of good. I didn't mean to. I was just listing a bunch of foods and now I'm just like hungry.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I get what you're saying, but
yeah.
trust me, it's better now. Especially Union. Like, the whole Union was not that good. Like, the sidekick app was not a thing my freshman year.
Yeah. Well, Jay, in your infinite wisdom, I will take your word for it, and I will believe you that the food used to be a lot worse. I still think it could be certainly a lot better.
Definitely could be better. But
if you could bring one change to the dining hall and then one change for the entire school, what would it be?
I think the dining hall, like you said, needs more options. Like, our main dining hall is way too small.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, what you can get. And it's, honestly, like I said, kind of the same thing every single day. But, there's a little bit more variety. One thing, the school in general.
Yeah.
How many people are going to see this?
Like
10?
Like 20.
I think...
I'm so nervous.
I'm going to go off my friend Enrique Carrasco's Collegian article. I think there's some major things that can be cleaned up in the athletic department.
So true. So true.
So. But do you want me to expand on that? I just read my friend Enrique's article on the Collegian website, and you will understand.
Great job plugging the Collegian while you're on the podcast. Not enough people bring it up. Yeah.
Got you.
One of the most popular articles in Collegian history was Enrique's article about the basketball team and the failures of the athletic department currently.
Very well written. I think it needed to be said.
I appreciate it, and I respect it.
Hey, I do too, because too many people didn't say anything. But yeah, go check it out if you haven't read it yet.
So true. All right, well, are we ready for the new segment?
I'm ready for the new segment.
So, what?
Go ahead.
So, last episode, the introduction of this semester's season of the Collegian Podcast, we played a game called Hot Take, Cold Take.
Gotcha.
Where Emily rapid fire asked us a bunch of questions surrounding different topics.
Okay.
So for the guests, we're not going to provide any topics, but we would like to have one hot take and one cold take from each of our guests.
Okay.
And I know I'm springing this upon you very randomly, and there was no planning for this whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
But you can provide either first, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. I'm going to go cold take.
Respect it.
No pun intended here, but it is way too cold outside.
Facts.
It is horrendous outside.
I feel so underprepared for this winter, and it's like the same thing every time. But like, dude, there's so many moments where I'm walking in the snow, and I'm just like,
I don't want to be here.
What am I doing? Yeah, like there's been moments where I have to like pick up a package or something. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow because I just can't take this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the winter?
I feel very poorly about the winter, and I'm going to use this opportunity to say on the podcast that there have been students, including myself, whose heat in their bedroom hasn't been working for 24 plus hours, and there's been minimal effort made to fix it.
Is it still not fixed?
It's still not fixed.
Dang.
So, just want to put that out there.
Ours was kind of messed up.
I was messed up at the store.
We had too much heat.
I like brought it up,
hot.
but I didn't want to like get into it because I know it's like kind of rude, and like I know I do have a habit of like starting a conversation about something that someone else clearly doesn't want to talk about.
No,
But,
I
like-
think this. I wrote in the request for the maintenance. I was like, I have sent in multiple requests, but I need the university to understand that this is still happening. And they like denied all my repeated ones, but it's like they need to have record that like there are multiple students here who are paying room and board who don't have heat in their bedroom.
They didn't fix our sink for 3 months.
I actually want to change what I could change about this school. I'm going to change it right now. They do not get back to you at all.
Yeah, the maintenance requests are like messed up. Our door's still broken.
Our door's still broken in our townhouse.
Yeah.
Our heat was all like we couldn't change the temperature of our townhouse. What else was there?
There was the temperature. Our sink was broken. Our toilet was broken for like a week.
Yeah, they didn't. They took 4.5 months to approve my my double major too.
Really? They haven't approved mine yet.
Well, that's
Or
unfortunate.
my minor.
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah. All right. Well, fair enough. Maintenance requests in the winter. What's your hot take, Jordan?
Hot take. I don't know. Hopefully nobody agrees with this one. I think that breakfast is not an essential meal.
Interesting take. From what I've heard, it's the most important meal of the day.
I
That's
agree with this,
That's what I'm saying.
but I'm not agreeing with it in a way like, oh, you to like not eat, but
Yeah,
like
don't
you
like
should just
skip breakfast.
But you should just eat when you're hungry, and like some people aren't hungry when they wake up. So then, if you just eat a bigger lunch, then I think that's okay.
I disagree 100%.
Really?
Like when I wake up, I like need to eat something, not because I'm hungry, but because I know if I don't eat something, then when I get to lunch, I'm in that limbo stage where it's like you want to eat, but then whenever you eat, like isn't filling enough, but then you're like bloated, and it like kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like breakfast isn't essential, but it's super overrated.
I hate breakfast
agree.
food.
See,
Breakfast food sucks.
I like breakfast. Breakfast foods are overrated.
I like a bagel and like eggs and stuff, but it's like I don't want to start my day with like French toast. It's like way too sugary, and it's like not what I want the rest of my day to be built around. You know, like I want something that's like more kind of balanced. I believe in like a balanced breakfast,
Okay.
and like you're just never gonna get that, especially here. It's like cool, I can get eggs, not to like beat up on the dining hall, but like we're gonna beat up on the dining hall. It's like I get a bagel and eggs every morning, and it's like I should have other options. And it's like, oh, well, you have the scrambled eggs in the baking station. It's like those are powdered eggs. Like I'm not gonna eat powdered eggs.
Yeah.
I know it. I know it's like not real eggs.
They need to be bigger, man. They need to make the dining hall bigger.
They do, yeah. They need to have more.
The
options.
people might listen.
The people need to listen.
They need to.
This is a soapbox episode.
Please save us.
Please help. Please drop in food on campus. Send supplies. All right. Well, any other questions?
Anything you want to say?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me on. I've been excited for this ever since last semester. Ever since Dave said something about it. So,
Dude, I'm so happy to have you.
Happy to
And
be
you know
here,
what?
man.
Thank you for making the time to come onto the podcast.
No. Thank you for having the time to have me on the podcast.
Jay, please. Thank you. And I truly mean thank you and you individually
Yeah.
for making the time to come on our humble show, our humble newspaper independent podcast. And thank you for taking the time to just have a nice chat and to think about this for a little while. Of
course.
I appreciate it.
We didn't talk for too long, did we?
No,
No?
it absolutely was
Also
not
doesn't
too long.
matter.
It was a perfect amount of time to speak.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I was worried it was going to be too short.
No, it definitely wasn't too short. No
Fair
such
enough.
thing.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. As always, if you want to questions, comments, or connection, you can email me at o'briend10@lasalle.edu.
And McGovern-K8 And if you want to come on the pod, if you wanted to have our lines, we'd be happy to have you.
We would be happy to have you. Yeah.